Welcome to The Whole Traveler. I'm Jeffrey Gard, and this is a series of videos detailing my experience on my first Viking cruise. Check out the entire playlist if you want to see all of the videos. Today, I'm sharing day one. We landed into Athens in the early afternoon for our pre-cruise extension package, which included 2 nights in Athens before embarkation. At the airport, after we got our luggage, the Viking welcoming committee was there waiting for us along with all the other passengers who also signed up for the extension package. We hopped on the bus and headed to the Marriott Hotel in Athens. The bus ride took about 45 minutes to reach our hotel, and while we parked, the Viking staff laid out all the instructions for checking in and so forth. During the extension time, there would be a Viking office at the hotel. It was a red desk with 2 reps who were there to provide whatever assistance you needed. I was genuinely impressed with the staff and their dedication to helping people. The hotel itself was nice. It was a mid-range, premium level hotel that was very Marriott. That kind of inoffensive, corporate, modern aesthetic that they all have in Marriott hotels. There were some nice touches of marble and velvet that gave the lobby and gourmet room a touch of luxe, and I appreciated that. Our room was straight up Marriott. It was perfectly fine, but it did not blow me away at all. It was their kind of sterile IKEA aesthetic, like I said, which is fine. They also have a rooftop pool area, which is also very nice, but in December while we were there, while it wasn't cold, we honestly didn't, find much time to use it. One really important thing to know about the Marriott is that it's not in the city center, and you will have to take an Uber or a taxi or some other form of transport to the center. Viking, during the pre-extension, does not offer a shuttle service, so make sure you take note of that. Part of the package also included a free breakfast in their gourmet room, which I found to be excellent. The quality of food was good, and they had a very wide range of everything you can think of: cereals, yogurts, fruits, grains, proteins, pastries, and even eggs to order whatever style you wanted. So what did the extension cost us? As you can see, it was almost $600 a person, coming out to almost $1,200. There are 2 things that you're essentially paying for: the hotel accommodations and the travel assistance. There was no shuttle to the center, no excursions or tours that were included, so just make note of that. The price is worth it if you're not well versed in international travel and you need assistance for whatever it is that you need to do, or whatever kind of help you need, like going to the pharmacy, figuring out how to get someplace, or figuring out anything in general. If that's a difficulty for you, then this assistance is vital, and you're going to make the most out of the money that you're spending for it. The price isn't worth it if you are already very comfortable traveling in foreign countries and can manage on your own, like us. In retrospect, I wouldn't have booked the pre-extension. I would have flown in a day earlier and made my own arrangements at a luxury hotel. It would have been cheaper, and I would have done it in Athens city center. The only thing that I would have had to do extra was coordinate with Viking about when to reach the port and my embarkation time, but I feel like that would have been really easy to do. Overall, though, we had a good time, and for day one, we wanted to make the most of what was left, so we headed to the National Museum of Contemporary Art to see their exhibition and to have dinner at their restaurant, PARTHENIS. One of the first surprises about the museum was that there were performance artists chanting and wailing and dancing everywhere in the museum. The exhibition was focused on women artists and giving voice and space to their perspectives. There were 2 artists that really blew me away. The first was an artist named Eleni Pitari Pangalo. Her ink on paper series, The Unknown Drawings, felt like a portal to another world. She made them in the 1930s, and these renderings depict souls transitioning to the afterlife. They're haunting, mystical, and deeply evocative. It reminded me a lot of Helma af Klimt's work, as if Pitare Pangalu had tapped into some kind of supernatural force to create these mesmerizing pieces. It honestly gave us the chills. Her level of detail was striking. It was like she knew something that the rest of us didn't. The second artist was Phillida Barlow, and she had these massive industrial scale sculptures that transformed the museum into an abstract kind of concrete forest. They were made from everyday materials like wood, concrete, and fabric. And her work is a study in simplicity and grandeur, stunning in both its scale and emotional depth. We also looked around and enjoyed the many vibrant and colorful spaces. It truly is a wonderful museum to visit, and I highly recommend it. What I appreciated most about the contemporary space was that it was different from the antiquity we were about to immerse ourselves in for the next week. Soon enough, it was time for dinner at Parthenis, which is located on the top floor of the museum, and it offers some of the most romantic views of the Parthenon. Dinner at the museum was an adventure in itself. The restaurant offered a tasting menu that reinterpreted traditional Greek flavors using modern techniques. The meals and the presentation of food also followed the seasons. It was kind of a meal where you had no idea what you were eating. But you loved every bite. It's really honestly so hard to explain what we ate that every single bite was honestly a surprise. You didn't know what you were going to get. The flavor profile in one bite would change from something fishy, then it'd go to something spicy, and then to something sweet. It was great. Parthenis was an example of how a restaurant can also be part of the art museum experience in providing a culinary art experience, electrifying your senses of taste, smell, and vision. It was really awesome, and I do recommend it. The last surprise was leaving the restaurant at the top floor of the museum to find that the museum had been transformed into a nightclub. There was a party. The day that we arrived to the museum was the last day of that exhibition, and so Greece was celebrating. The DJ turned up the bass and the lobby erupted into a party. Guests were dancing, drinking, and just fully embracing the moment. And I thought, day one, this trip is off to a great start.